My name is Flavia. I'm the executive director of Heartache2Hope. And Heartache2Hope is an organization in the Halton area that supports people after suicide loss.
I remember thinking to myself, what does my family dynamics look like now that he's gone? How am I gonna live the rest of my life without him? And I felt numb to a lot of things.
My first year, I would say that I was in, I don't know if a better term, but brain fog or shocked.
I felt a real loss of myself. There's a gaping void, where my son used to be.
Until I found, Heartache2Hope and support like that, I didn't want to get out of bed. To be honest with you, the only thing that kept me alive was my other son. The guilt I felt was astronomical.
First of all, it's the big question of why. It is the question for suicide loss grievers. And of course, that why also leads to very unique feelings. One of them is guilt, and one of them is anger.
At our closed group, we would have a checkout where we would say, in one word, how we were feeling. And every single week, my word would be mad.
I come from a South Asian community, massive stigma around mental health. Up until recently, it wasn't even recognized as something that existed.
I didn't have anyone I could talk to about. They didn't know what to do with it, right? Like when I cry or like when I say, they'll say, okay, let it go, okay, calm down, okay, we'll talk about something else. That's what was always told to me. And I think that's how the EMDR really helped.
I think one of the biggest misconceptions about grieving a suicide loss is that it's just like any other type of loss, that it's primarily sadness that you're experiencing and that it will just take time.
That sense of closure, it's not immediate and you don't know where to look for it.
In the beginning, when we lost Sean, my relationship with myself was very negative. I blamed myself for a lot of things and I had a lot of negative self-talk.
I just tried to keep going. I've just really learned that it's okay to pause. It's okay to take care of yourself, step out of whatever your responsibilities are. That was just something that I definitely learned through the program.
Heartache2Hope was really good as a sounding board. It was like a contained environment where I could express my grief, where you could talk with like-minded people.
I would highly recommend the closed group to anybody that is willing to commit. Not standing alone, you understand what they're going through or things that you never thought about. Our group still meets for dinners.
You will get there where you would want to have some more happiness, some more joy. It might seem like not now, not ever, but one day you will find your strength, you will find your way out of this darkness.
We have had individuals call Heartache2Hope 2 days after the death or 18 years after the death. So it is never too late.
And it wasn't until I started getting help from Heartache2Hope that I started to feel the hope again.
I think that's a big part of our role at Heartache2Hope, to help people reconnect with joy, reconnect with life, reconnect with the people who are important to them.
The difference between the first time that they come in and I meet them and a year or a year and a half later, and I see the difference in how they look physically and how they are emotionally. And that's the most rewarding thing.